Hi, Bud. Did you enjoy your trip?
Carl, have you ever considered a career as a stand-up comic?
You think I should?
What are you doing here?
I wanted to talk to you.
You mean to say you've been waiting here the whole time I was taking that test?
Well, I had basketball practice anyway.
So?
Well, so what?
So what'd you want to talk to me about?
About the dance.
Okay, Carl, what dance?
The one I'm asking you to. Okay, buddy. May I have the pleasure of your company at the junior jump this Saturday?
Me? You're asking me to the jump?
Well, yeah, why not?
I'm, supposed to babysit my nephew. Maybe I could get out of it.
I'll call you later. We'll have a terrific time. The Strawberry Shakes are playing.
The Strawberry Shakes? Wow, they're really bad.
And how? It's the chance of a lifetime. I'm a terrific dancer.
I'll let you know. There's my brother. I better go.
What is it this time?
Stop talking to me as if I were an endless source of trouble.
Okay. But what is it this time?
I have to learn to dance by this Saturday.
Okay. We better get started. And a 1 and a 2.
Willie, no jokes, please. Carl Baker wants to take me to the jump. He's not just anybody you know. He's a star. We wouldn't have a basketball team without him. Everyone will be green with envy when they find out. I need a personal triumph, Willie.
Okay, no more jokes. I will teach you how to dance.
I knew you'd understand. The problem is, you are a rotten dancer.
Dummy. Next to Ginger Rogers, your very own Sister Nancy is the best dancer on the West Coast. And she lives under your very own roof.
Yeah, but Ginger Rogers would probably help me out faster. Nancy's too worried about her divorce and everything. I don't want to bother her.
Well, maybe it'll take her mind off her worries. At least ask her.
Hey, this isn't the way home.
That's right. This is the way to the taco place. Mom and Dad are going out to dinner. And you and I don't cook any better than we dance. Is number 4 okay?
Yeah, and get a side of tamales and some refried beans.
2 number 4s, some extra tamales, and some refried beans, and 3 malts, chocolate.
Hey, Willie, there's a guy over there that looks just like Zeke Remsen.
That is Zeke.
Hey! Hey! Hey, Willie, how are you? Good seeing you. Good to see you.
Hey, buddy's inside. Come here. How come I didn't know you were back in town?
I just got back today. I was gonna call you. How are you, bud? Oh, that's not as easy as it used to be. But it's a lot more fun. You're getting to be a real beauty, bud.
You look terrific, too.
Uh-oh. Watch out, Carl. Zeke's back in town.
Carl?
You got competition for Buddy now. And this guy is a star jock.
Don't worry. Carl's for dating and Zeke's for marrying.
Hey, I got enough food there for an army. Why don't you come back to the house and have dinner with us? That way we can talk. I want to know about everything. You know, school, Europe, everything.
Please, Zeke.
Not tonight. Tomorrow, whatever time you say, but tonight's just not good.
Is everything okay?
Couldn't be better. See you tomorrow. You too, Peanut.
Cold tacos can permanently damage your digestive system. Well, maybe not yours, but mine. Come on.
Hey, did Zeke seem funny to you? You know, I was 7 years old when he moved into the neighborhood. I've known him for more than half your life.
I was there, remember?
But she still had safety pins holding up your lingerie.
Don't exaggerate. Listen, Willie, could you do me a favor?
I doubt it.
Well, it's an easy one. Could you ask Nancy for me? She'll do anything for you.
Sure. But I don't want to learn how to dance. Buddy, you have lost your sense of humor. You know, that's one of your major failings. You want it? Speak of the devil, is she taking you out again? You know, you have more of a social life than I do.
Well, maybe more, but certainly not more active.
So you've been listening in on my calls again. Shame on you, Nancy.
I'm going over to Janet's study. If anyone calls, would you give them her number?
Sure. You write it on the pad.
Yeah.
Oh, Nancy, a matter of major importance has come to my attention.
How much?
Now that I'm a working man, I resent that. Buddy would like you to teach her how to dance.
Buddy? Why?
Forget it.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I'm sure you got your reasons. Yeah, I'll teach you.
When?
I don't know. Anytime. After school tomorrow?
Thanks.
Ah. Oh, by the way, someone named Carl Baker called for you. They'll call you back later.
Every time we go to that restaurant, I swear I'll never do it again.
Why do they always put sauce on everything?
Buddy and I had a terrific dinner.
So I see.
Oh, I was just about to do it.
The sight of you clearing up after yourself really sets my heart racing.
Oh, that's what that meal did to mine. I'll put some soda in bed.
Good idea. There's some in the kitchen. I'll get it.
Oh, hey, Mom, guess what?
What?
Zeke Remsen's back in town. We ran into him today.
Oh, wonderful. Why didn't you ask him over for dinner?
Okay, I will. I'll get it. Hello. Hey, Zeke. You must be a mind reader. I was going to call you. What? All right. Don't worry. No, I'll be there. I'll be there. Goodbye.
Who was that?
Zeke, Mom, I have to go out for a while, but don't worry, I won't be long.
Okay, Mr. Lawrence. You say so. Bye. Your father's on his way down here. He'll take care of the bail. He also said he would guarantee your friend's behavior. Want to see him?
Please.
Timmons, bring the Remsen kid down.
It's all yours, kid. What's so funny?
Oh, come on now. If you were me, wouldn't you be laughing?
Not this time.
Don't worry. My father's on his way down here, and he's going to post bail for you.
Thanks, Mel.
He said you punched out a cop.
I think I broke his nose.
You are crazy. Boy, things change. You were on the committee for nonviolence in high school. Where did this happen?
I was in a bar. I got busted, and when the cops started taking me out, I hit him. I got scared.
I don't get it.
Willie, I called you because I thought you were the only one I could trust.
Sure. I understand. You're not dealing, are you?
I wish I was. Be a whole lot easier to explain.
What?
Okay. It was a gay bar. I got busted in a gay bar.
You are really crazy. Why would you go to a place like that?
Because I wanted to be there.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Willie, I'm gay. And before you said you wanted to know all about everything. Europe, school. How about right now? I've got time to tell you, and I'd really like to.
My father will be here in a minute.
Willie.
Hey, not right now. I just don't want to hear about it right now.
I think congratulations are in order.
For what?
My 100th birthday. It was a tough fight, but I made it.
You didn't get any sleep at all, did you?
Trying to sort out all this business about Zeke.
Well, I hope you had better luck than I had. Tug, I think of myself as a fairly sophisticated woman.
You've never been touched by anything like this personally.
It's something I've almost never thought about. Oh, once in a while I wonder about Emery Pope, 48, unmarried, living with his mother.
But we don't know Emery Pope, and he was never our son's best friend.
Doug, what's going to happen to Zeke?
I'll do the best I can with the judge.
Mom, could I borrow your Bullock's charge plate? Also, could you write me a note for the shoe department? I'm going there after school.
Sure.
That was too easy. There's something going on here that I don't know about. Willie's mean as a snake.
Some days ignorance is bliss, and this is one of them.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Willie, get it. And if it's Carl, please.
Oh, you can answer it. He only wants you to go to a dance with him. It's some event of major importance in the world.
Willie, that's uncalled for.
I'll get it, honestly.
Can't take out your problems on
Hello?
Buddy.
Yes.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Are you all right?
It's okay.
You're very dear to me, Zeke. If I can help. Willie's already left. Yes, he had to get to work early this morning. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
I knew something was going on. What's wrong with Zeke?
Buddy, please, just eat. No one feels much like talking right now. Willie, you can't avoid answering the telephone forever.
Why not? Buddy does all right at it. Why can't I learn from her?
I demand to know.
Hi.
Willie, Hi. Have you had your lunch yet?
I can't get out today. I got to answer the phone, so I brought in a sandwich.
Go ahead, have your lunch.
No, I can wait. Zeke,
I'd
about
like to
last
talk.
night. I acted badly. I was, kind of thrown.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I called you because I'd hoped you'd understand.
Forget it.
Forget it. Willie, turn around and look at me.
Well, here I am, in glorious Technicolor. This job's been getting to me. Why don't you let me give you the grand tour of the establishment here, huh? You've never seen pictures like these before.
Willie, please don't.
Hey, Zeke, we're not kids anymore. We don't have to run to each other and spill everything we know.
I didn't come here to tell you I stole your civics homework. I came here to tell you about my being homosexual.
I can't top that.
Ah, stop it. None of this started last night. For years, I've had feelings nagging away at me.
For years? How many years?
How many? Does that really matter?
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, it does matter. You're supposed to be my best friend. And I've told you everything there is to know about me since I was 7 years old, and I thought you were doing the same with me. Now, all of a sudden, I find out you got a secret, and a big one. So how come I'm the last one to find out? Man, if you didn't need somebody to bail you out of jail last night, I'd have never found out, would I? Or maybe you expected me to read it in the papers, is that it?
Hey, I'm the one with the problem. You're making it sound like I'm going out of my way to make it tough on you.
No, man, you got it all wrong. You never felt like you had to tell me before, so why now?
I needed to talk to someone. Who else could I turn to? Man, don't you want to understand?
No, I'm not sure I do. We've been friends for 12 years, and I expect we'll know each other for 12 more.
No, we won't. Not unless we talk this one out.
We talked. Now I'm gonna have my lunch. Would you like half a sandwich?
No, thanks. I'm really sorry it went this way, Willie. I hope for something different.
Can you get that?
Okay.
Thank you. I can't believe he's outgrown these things already. Last month they fit him perfectly.
What do you think?
Well, it's a shocker. So what? Once you know it, you know it. Thank you. After all, there are worse things.
You're probably right, even if I can't think of any at the moment. The thing I don't understand is why I never realized anything out of the ordinary was troubling Zeke. God knows he spent more time in this house than he did in his own. I don't like the feeling that leaves me with.
Well, you can't worry about that, Mother. It's what you do now for him that's important.
I know you. Hi.
Hi. You're just who I'm looking for. Look,
Ooh, what are those?
shoes. For the dance.
The world is getting to be too much for me. Whatever happened to the simple satin pump?
Nancy, when can we start?
Start what?
Well, I've got the shoes. You've got the talent. And I've only got till Saturday to learn. You said we could do it this afternoon.
Buddy, I forgot. Janet called and she asked me to...
Forget it!
Buddy! What was that all about?
Well, I promised Buddy I'd teach her how to dance. Well, I don't know what she's so crazed about. Today's only Thursday. She can learn how to dance in 10 minutes.
You learned in 10 minutes. She's not you.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I mean, I've got to go. Come on, sweetie. Okay.
Buddy, Nancy didn't mean to upset you.
Nancy doesn't mean anything. That's what's wrong with her.
If you feel that way, you should tell her.
You can't tell Nancy anything. What are we having for dinner? Roast pork?
I beg your pardon?
It's Zeke's favorite. He's coming, isn't he?
No, not tonight.
How come Willie acted so weird when Zeke called this morning?
He's upset. There's been some trouble. Zeke was arrested. Daddy had to bail him out.
Arrested?
Sorry, buddy. Zeke's been having his problems, and he's the only one who should talk about them.
Okay.
If you're going to the dance with Carl, aren't you going to need a dress or something?
A dress?
Zeke? Mr. Lawrence, is anything wrong? Or maybe I should say, is anything else wrong?
Now, everything's proceeding as planned. It just occurred to me it might be helpful if I had some copies of your school records. I want to give them to the judge before we appear tomorrow.
Well, if you think it'll help. The thing is, my dad keeps them all.
Oh, is he at home?
Yeah, but he only knows about my hitting the cop.
He has no idea?
You know him, Mr. Lawrence. How do you think he'd take the news that his son is, well, as he'd put it, a fruit?
It may not be easy for him to take, but he has to know. The judge may want to talk to him.
Why? If you go to court with me, there's no reason for him to.
Well, it's not as simple as that.
Guys must get busted all the time, and it all gets taken care of without dragging their parents into it.
But for one thing, you're a minor, Zeke. If your father is with you, it might be a lot easier for you in the long run.
I don't want him to know.
Zeke, as your lawyer and your friend, I feel it's necessary.
Oh, I thought I heard a car. Doug, good to see you. Listen, I can't thank you enough for what you did.
Simon, I think we better talk.
Are there no problems, are there?
Dad.
Actually, I think we've taken up enough of your time, Doug. I'll go to court with Zeke, and all he has to do is plead guilty, and...
There are extenuating circumstances. I'd like to be sure there's no record of all this, if it's possible.
Reckon? Oh, I see. Well, I appreciate that, Doug, but even if there is, it's not that serious that we'd have to worry about it.
It might be. Dad, this all happened because I was trying to get out of a gay bar.
A gay bar? Zeke, you've lived long enough in this town to know what places they go to. I mean, what the hell are we doing in a joint like that?
I don't know.
You don't know? You see, people are judged by the places they go to and the people that they're seen with. You must realize that.
Dad, it wasn't the first time I went to that bar.
Hey, what?
And it wasn't the second either.
Simon? Let's go inside.
No, I appreciate it if you lead, Doug.
Dad? Do you want me to leave too?
I don't care what you do.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to know about the Remsen family, Mr. Lawrence?
Come on. Back to the house with me.
No, that's no good. Willie feels just about the same way my dad does.
How Willie feels right now is his problem. Come on.
Hi.
Hi.
I suppose you're wondering what I'm doing here. My father couldn't stand the sight of me, so your father offered me sanctuary.
Boys, dinner's in about an hour.
Oh, Mom, I didn't call you, but I won't be here tonight. Alice managed to get free, so,
I see.
Excuse me, I have to get cleaned up.
Alice, hey, can you sandwich a sandwich into your schedule? Yeah, right now.
When I was a kid, I loved coming over here more than any place in the world.
You and Willie used to clatter in and out of here all day long. The noise you two made.
You always used to shout, "Close that screen door, don't slam it."
I'm sure I shouted worse than that.
You know, one of the reasons I came back from school is that I wanted to talk to Willie. I thought if I told him everything, all the way back to the feelings I had when we were small, it'd help him understand what I was going through.
Willie's behaving very badly.
Well, I sort of understand it. He thinks I've got a social disease, and he'd rather not know where I got it. It's beginning to look as though he's not too far from wrong either.
What are you going to do, Zeke?
I don't know. But I want you to understand, whatever it is, Ezekiel Remsen is still Ezekiel Remsen. It's not like I've become another person. I'm still the same guy who used to chase in and out of here with Willie. I'm still allergic to strawberries. I can break 10 seconds in the 100. I can still sing harmony with you, just like I always could.
I bet you still insist the earth is flat. You remember when you had that fight with us about that?
I was right, too. It is flat.
Oh, somebody, it's Carl Baker, I know it.
Buddy, answer the phone. Get it over with.
Buddy, tell him you go to the dance. Tell you a secret. Nancy may be Ginger Rogers, but I'm Fred Astaire, and when I get through with you, you'll be a star.
I'm in your hands. Hello? Who? No, I think you've got the wrong number. It was the wrong number. What's the matter with that creep Carl anyway? Who does he think he is? I'm not the type of person who can be treated casually, you know.
May I have this dance? By George, she's got it. I think she's got it.
Whoa!
Well, so much for the basics. You know, when you and Carl get out there Saturday night, forget the whole thing. Just start grooving with the music and you'll be great.
Thanks. What's going on, Zeke? Are you in some kind of trouble?
No.
I know you got arrested.
I think maybe that's enough for you to know.
I'm not 4 anymore. I'm 14. And if you think about it, I'm your second oldest friend in the world.
Yeah, and the way things have been going, you may be my first oldest. Sit down. Do you know what a homosexual is?
Sure. A boy who likes a boy, or a girl who likes a girl.
Well, that's what I am. I'm one of those boys.
I guess I can't count on you to marry me, huh? What's so funny? I was really counting on it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll just have to look for someone else. But I'll always love you.
Willie, have a good evening.
Yeah, it was great.
I just gave Buddy a dance lesson.
Oh, good.
Your mom and dad said I could use the guest room tonight.
Sure. Sleep well.
Willie, I could use a cup of coffee. How about you?
No, I think I'll just crash.
You know, Willie, I was talking to your mother before, and I told her you were acting like I had some kind of a social disease. Maybe what's bothering you isn't so much that I've got it, but that you might have it too.
Why don't you just get the hell out of the house, huh, Zeke?
Just think about what I said, Willie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mom. Hello, Chubbo.
You want breakfast?
No, I'm late. Where's everyone?
Nancy's getting ready for school. Buddy's in school. And Zeke's going home to get some clothes to wear in court. Willie, why don't you go to the courthouse and be there when he comes out?
Because I just can't do that, Mom.
Come on, come on. I want to put you in your drawer. Huh? You want to see all these wonders? These wonderful things here? Look at this. Come on. Open the little drawer. Let's play with the drawer. Oh, my darling baby. You should be playing in that drawer instead of Timmy.
Can I just go in peace, please? I don't want to have this conversation.
Zeke's scared to death. His whole future's in jeopardy. You're supposed to be his best friend.
I don't want to discuss it, Mom.
All right, Willie, that's your privilege. But as far as I'm concerned, your behavior is selfish and immature. If all this is a sign you plan to go on through life always avoiding things that upset you and give you pain, let me tell you, you're preparing yourself for a meager existence.
I hear what you're saying.
Do you also hear me saying that you're disgraceful? Willie.
There's no way to thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
I'm glad it turned out as well as it did. Frankly, I was surprised. Ezra Connors is not usually so fair-minded. Now, what are you going to do now?
Go to the airport, back to school. There's a commuter flight every hour.
That's probably the best idea, but That's not what I meant.
I know. The way I feel right now, I can only handle one thing at a time. Getting back to school is first on my list.
Zeke, if you ever need anything, any help at all, someone to talk to, you've always been like another son to me. You still are.
Buddy? Hey, if you want your lessons, let's get started.
Forget it. Zeke already taught me, and I'm wonderful.
I'm sorry.
Ha!
You don't like me very much, do you?
Why should I? You couldn't care less about me. You're too selfish to care about anyone else but yourself. You've always been that way.
That's not true.
Well, that's how I feel. You're supposed to be my sister. I feel like I don't even know you.
Well, you were 4 when I was 14.
You were never 14. Not like I am, anyway. You probably were born knowing how to dance.
Hey, look at me, buddy. I'm 24 years old. Husband and I are getting a divorce, and I'm living at home again. I'm not dancing. I don't even know how to walk by myself. I'm all bluff. Half the time I'm scared to death.
You too? Boy, you would have died with your secret.
Be my friend. I do need you.
Me too. Hey, Nancy, you know that perfume you use?
Buddy! Yes. Yes, you can use it.
Oh, I thought you'd never get here.
Everything went well. The charges were dismissed. Zeke's on his way back to school.
Is he okay?
No,
Does he understand we'll do whatever we can for him?
I think so. But Willie makes it very difficult for him to come back here.
Willie's home. He left work early. It's bothering him terribly. He won't talk to me about it. I was rotten to him this morning.
Where is he?
In his room, I think.
Willie, I thought you might like to know how it went in court. Judge Connors was very compassionate. There will be no record on Zeke. No, he's not coming back here. He's on his way back to school, or he will be in an hour or so. I wish you'd tell me what's been going on. I can't believe that your cruelty to Zeke was deliberate.
It was.
Why?
I don't know. Zeke said I was scared to death, that inside me I had the same feelings that he did. I mean, sure, when I was 14, I had what I guess you call a crush on Richie Oakhurst.
When I was that age, it was Steve Pevney.
Mr. Pevney? The guy who owns the shoe store?
The same. Well, it's normal at that age. A lot of young boys and young girls have those feelings. I can't believe you don't know that.
Listen, I've read the same books that everybody else has.
If that's what's bothering you, I think you're using it as an excuse.
You do?
I think finding out about Zeke made you furious. You felt betrayed. That you never really had a friendship at all.
That's right. That's right. Zeke and I have been best friends ever since we were 7 years old. He was the one person that I figured I could tell everything to, and that he told me everything. Now, after all these years, I find out that he hasn't been honest with me. I mean, it's not so great when you find out that the person that figured to be your best friend is a total stranger.
It's not as simple as that. Think of the turmoil Zeke has been going through. I bet he's tried to tell you 100 times. He had a lot to lose if you couldn't or wouldn't understand. He was right.
Where is he?
At the airport. Willie, don't go unless you know what you're going to say.
If I wait that long, he'll be gone.
Flight number 202 from San Diego, now arriving at gate 15.
Zeke?
Flight 426 from San Francisco, now arriving at gate number 12.
Zeke, now it's my turn. I don't want to hear it.
Listen, Zeke, I was wrong, okay? I wasn't ready to deal with it.
Oh, the hell with you, man. I've been dealing with it since I was 13.
Why didn't you tell me then?
You don't want to hear it now. How do you think you'd have handled it then?
Probably worse.
Flight 116 from Fresno, now arriving at gate 3.
Can we start this over again?
I came back here to talk to you. Things at school are lousy. I had to get away from there for a while. I thought if I came back home, I'd be able to talk to you. But I couldn't.
Why?
Probably the same reason I couldn't when I was 13. It was the summer you and your folks went to Oregon. It was the summer I realized I was different.
Flight 349 from San Francisco, arriving at
I knew guys were supposed to have homosexual feelings, but because the book said so. But I knew with me it was something deeper. That I wasn't going to grow out of it. And the books don't tell you what to do about that. When you were away, I used to go over to your house, pretended I lived there. A couple of times I even slept in the garden overnight. You know, laying there under the trees, I really thought some magic could happen. That if I prayed hard enough, the crazy feelings I was having would go away. They didn't. And when you came back, I couldn't tell you. No way.
I'm sorry, Zeke. On the way out here, I was thinking back when we were kids. All the dumb things we used to do.
What's the point? We were kids and that's over.
People need to remember things with each other, or else there's no continuity. I mean, you and I, there's a kind of shorthand between us.
There used to be.
I'd like to get that back.
Passengers for Flight 17 to San Francisco, please board at gate number 1.
That's me.
Is it okay?
Take care of yourself.
Passengers for Flight 116 to Oakland, please board at gate number 5.
I'll be in touch.
The poor woman. Remember we were talking about Emery Pope?
Well, if you're going to tell me he was picked up during a raid on a gay bar, I don't want to hear it.
He got married.
You're kidding.
Apparently he was corresponding with a woman from Texas, and one day he got up, announced he was getting married, and did.
His mother must have had a stroke.
Exactly.
I think I need another drink.
As long as you're up.
May I cut in?
Oh, we'll be her guest.
How are you doing, Ginger Rogers?
Watch this.
You better watch out for that girl, Willie. One day that sister of ours is going to take over the world.
No, I don't think so. We have ways of handling girls like that.
Hey, hey.